kids who are in kindergarten at Irving School, and I've never done this before because my husband works nights, so it's very hard for me to get here. I'm sorry I got here so late, but I was trying to hook up with these. Anyway, I'm one of the parents, along with Liz and some of the folks here, who use the playground right after school. We pick kids up at 3, we run out to the playground. The kids explode on the playground with all the pent-up energy they have from sitting in class all day. And it's really a fabulous time of day for us. So I think that's why we feel kind of emotional about it, because Highland Park, everybody here knows that Highland Park is pretty special. And I think if you want to know why it's special, if you come to the playground at that time of day and you see the kids forging the friendships they're going to have the rest of their lives, and the parents hanging out with one another, forging those same friendships, it's like we get to know each other's kids, the kids know us, we foster this community where people are really interconnected and close, and it's important, it's kind of sacred to us, and it's why we stay here and pay exorbitant property taxes, even though a lot of us can barely afford it. So I was really sorry to learn about the problems the after school program was having, because I, like Liz, when the kids come out, normally we were gathering the kids and like, it's time to go, let's go. So we didn't really know that there were problems because nobody told us, nobody communicated with us that there was a problem, because I would like you to know that I would help you with that problem. Like if there are people being unruly on the playground, I'm a parent, like nobody cares about the safety of those kids more than me or their parents. I'll go kick unruly teenagers off the playground. I'll go ask people to comply with whatever policy this board sets so that we can preserve that time that's so important to all of us. I just want to say that I'm still not clear on the nature of the problem, because I've heard that it's parents and parents won't leave, and I too find that a little offensive because I am a parent. Of course, if I can abide a policy that says don't use the playground, I can abide a policy that says don't use the playground after 3:30. So I don't think that we, like those parents who are there to support the school, are the problem, but I'm not sure, because sometimes it said, well, parents have left a kid here and gone to Quick Check, parents have done this, and then it said, it's not parents, it's people from outside of Irving. But those people don't get our policies, like they don't get the memo. They're not told, so unless we're gonna lock the gates, they're gonna come on the playground, and you're gonna have to kick them out anyway. So this policy doesn't really address that issue, so I'm not clear what this policy is trying to do other than get rid of parents, which coming on the heels of the dismissal issue at the beginning of the year where we were told the building's safer because parents aren't here, aren't coming inside, it really does start to feel like, we're seen as a threat, which I know is not how the board feels. I know that that's not really the intent, but that's how it comes across. And I think that's why people get emotional and angry. So I just want to say, I think in this situation, if we had tried to do something like say, hey, let's tell parents 3:30 cutoff time, and I know other districts, they'll even have the after-school kids out there with other kids and parents, and it's not an issue. So I'm not sure why, but I'm not even saying we should do that. I'm saying, can we just say, look, 3:30 cutoff, or whatever time it needs to be, because what we don't want to do is deny after-school kids who are at school until 6 o'clock anytime on the playground. So the fact that you're altering that schedule because of that is news to all of us. We would never want that. We would never want any kid in that school to be denied playground time. We would want them out there at 3:05 if you could get them out there. Nobody wants to deny kids anything, and nobody wants kids to not be safe. We want to help you solve the problem. We don't want to be seen as the problem. That's all, and that's why the emotions are high. So I just want to say, I want to help. I want to be able to use that playground. I want to help the after-school kids. Those kids, their parents are my friends. They are friends of my kids. Like, I care about them as well. So I don't want to create problems. I just want to help solve them. And I want to be treated as part of a solution and not something to be gotten rid of. That's all. And I know that that's not the intent, but that's how it comes across when you say things like, people won't understand, or people won't listen, or they won't comply. And I get that, because I know that people can be, this is Highland Park, that people can be pretty stubborn. People can say, hey. But I do think that people really do want to help with this problem, and we just want to preserve that part of that day. That day on the playground, that time that they spend there is the best part of their day every day. So that's why we're just trying to advocate to reconsider. And if maybe going forward, if you had said, hey, 3:30, everybody has to leave, you create some buy-in. You help us solve the problem with you, and you create buy-in instead of deal with backlash. And it'd be great going forward if we could think, how do we create buy-in from the community for these policies so we don't have to deal with all this backlash of people coming up and being upset. So that's all I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you,